Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Factorio, the Steam release. All right, so I'm just charging the shaped compression bomb up. Apparently, it is absorbing energy. I guess we find out when it hits full capacity. It's probably gonna go boom, blow up everything. I actually don't know how big the explosion is gonna be, but I want to throw some speed modules into some of this thing. I can't really fit beacons in there very easily with our current layout. Actually, I could if I move the water down a little bit, but there'd only be beacons on one side. I could have run beacons to the center. We have too much light oil and not enough petroleum. So there's quite a few of these machines up here that have turned off or are having difficulty running because there's just too much light oil in that system. And I think it might help if we just add some more storage. Certainly couldn't hurt. See, it's all flowing in this general direction. Now, we will go fix that problem. Apparently, I made a mistake and did some stuff wrong when I copied over some of the things. This thing has a little bit of power. It's going to take a while. Man, it's weird coming back to a factory with like almost all the research done because, jeez, the robots are fast. Compared to the Bob's Mods campaign that I'm doing right now, looks like we might be a little bit low on steel production, actually. That's okay. We're going to go back. We're going to keep on focusing on the bot production network. Let's see if we can get some bot-made robotic, all the stuff necessary to make bot-based rockets. I'm going to launch some rockets. I do like the way that this factory looks. Starting to finally see some FPS dips. Also have this ghost time research. These robots are crazy. Alright, so the reason why, where was it? In here. One of these things wasn't being made. Because you guys were requesting... Oh, do we actually have 100 of those? We do have 100 of those. You guys are requesting the wrong type. That's the issue. This is supposed to be speed module, productivity modules. Productivity module 1s. And you should request 80 of the productivity module 2s. Let's take all the speed modules out of there. Just clear out this area. They'll take all that crap from me. God, the robots, man. They're everywhere. Ghost time research is something also that I had added in at one point. So we should be seeing quite a few of these things get made. And we should see the productivity 3 modules getting made automatically pretty quickly as well. Let's go ahead and tell the robots that I never, ever, never, ever want to see one of these again, or one of these again. Or the productivity 2s, but they're already taken care of. Let's go ahead and also specify in our logistic requester slots 200. That seems like a lot, isn't it? Nah, I guess it's okay. Alright, so what are we doing? How are we doing on resources? We're low on iron, so that's something I'll need to take care of soon. That's really about it. I know that iron plate and copper plate are both limited by the smart inserters. 20,000 is the exact number that I told them to run at, so there's probably a good reason why none of these are running for the most part. Or they're not running very often. It does not look like we added in a location to do a lot of steel processing, so I know we're going to need steel. Let's create, just make it longer? Or do we want it to be above the iron production? I feel like above the iron production would make a lot of sense. I don't know if that's going to be enough production. It may or may not. Okay, we want one of these to be a smart inserter. We're not connected to a logistic network right now. We need to extend the roboports from up here over that way. Okay. Power. Doesn't really matter as long as we actually get everything powered up. I think that I'm going to run out of iron before I know it. I have a feeling that that mining speed is... like, if I check right now, I bet we're already down from 400,000. We have 455,000 according to this, but I don't think that was counting these active providers the last time. It could be. Could have been. Maybe we're doing okay. I don't know. We're certainly doing fine on copper, but... Alright, so you're going to request iron plates. And you will only function if we have less steel than, say, 20,000. Power goes... there. Poles as well. Let's get another beacon here. Let's go ahead and do the beacon blueprint planner. Oh, that is so beautiful. I missed that. Like we're missing a few speed modules, but these things should be making us quite a bit of steel now. Yeah, we're missing a lot of speed beacons down here. Or, yeah, the speed modules to make the speed beacons work. Excuse me? That must have been the shape compression bomb. I was gonna say, I don't think there are biters. What the hell? That's the first time I think I've heard that sound in this this campaign. So check it out. Let's see how big the explosion was. Why are you guys not producing? There's no... not nearly enough light blue. We're doing ghost time research right now. That's shutting everything else down. We seem to be lacking some production here. Having a hard time getting the full thing producing. Because there's not enough of these. There's not enough of these because it's running non-stop, but it needs to be faster. And now it looks like we're limited by the ability to output stuff. So let's extend this down to here. Now we're limited by this guy. And of course it's going to keep on going down the line, I think. We'll speed them all up by a little bit. And now most likely we're going to be limited by circuits. And that's because the production for circuits is all coming from down here. That is the full amount. Every little bit that could be done is being used over here. These are limited by iron. Iron is limited because... why? Because I'm splitting... taking half of a blue belt. This clearly needs more iron throughput. So let's just take the full amount. Honestly, it probably just needs 2 full lines. Let's see if the iron backs up at all with a full blue belt. It looks like it's backing up. I think that the metal is somewhere underground right there. Yep, it's backing up now. Okay, so that's plenty. That should help out a little bit. We'll get some science going again. Plus, as soon as the ghost time research is done, there's nothing else to research, so... So after all that time, the explosion was that big. Took for freaking ever. And it made a little tiny splotch of water. Okay, well, I did do that for a reason. I wanted to put a pump here. That's pretty much it. We've been having issues with water down here. Hopefully that'll get more of these guys running. It's going up. Yep, I think we're doing better now. Got more water. All right, cool. Well, that was a scary noise. I did not expect to get attacked. Steel is being added to the system. What is consuming all the steel? Actually, it looks like whatever was consuming all the steel has decided to stop consuming all the steel. Might have been when I used up all my roboports. They take quite a bit of steel. I feel really slow. With 3 pairs of legs, I feel slow. Alright, let's get the rest of these things beaconified over here. How are we doing on power, by the way? We've got 90 gigawatts stored. Seems to be draining fairly quickly. Still don't have enough speed modules. I think the problem is that speed modules can only be made by stuff that's in my inventory, so... Then again, these robots should be bringing me whatever gets made. Why are these not getting made? We have not enough alien artifacts. Ah, right, because we're doing the ghost research, which prevents us from actually getting that. You know what? I'm going to set up alien artifact production in the beacon layout, because the robots can carry a whole lot more, and I think that's going to work better for me. So let's go ahead and just do one of each to start with. So we'll go like red. We should probably use the correct ratio, even though we're going to beaconify the whole thing. So if we're going to beaconify the whole thing, we need to do it away from this, because I'm going to need more space. We can probably fit the red here, though. I want to do 5 red. Is the power really that low already? No. Well, actually, yeah, it's getting pretty low. All right, so 5 red. I should actually do the math to see... I don't need them in that ratio. I need way more of red than I need of blue. Instead of a 1-to-1 ratio, I need tons. So I need 1 blue, 3 green, and then, would that be 6? 6 red. 1 to 3 to 6. Let's try that. 6 red factories. Shoot, I did it again. I have a tendency to put those on the wrong side. Okay, I don't know that we're making gears like this yet, either. Is 20 going to be enough? Probably. Let's get like 4 factories making... I'll do 2, just 2 making gears. Normally, 1 gear factory can support a ton of these things, so this is going to be quite a bit. And for now, you know what, let's just plop this guy down. And then we'll change the requester over. Figure out the copper ourselves. We're going to request iron. And then you're going to make these, if we have fewer gear wheels than, say, a lot, like 20,000. Okay, beacons. Out of there. Yeah, those are making pretty quick. You got room for another row up here, so let's try to fit the green and the blue in now. So we're gonna do 3 green. We'll do just the 1 blue. Then we'll try doing alien artifacts, and we'll try doing... That's it, really. All I'm trying to do is just make the alien artifacts. I don't want to make alien science packs. It's just, this whole setup is to get to that point, so... Okay, so next we'll do... inserters... Or rather, our power lines again. Let's go ahead and grab our smart inserters. For now, we'll copy over this restriction and change it to green. Okay, a lot of this stuff is not being made yet into the bot network, but this is going to be the most extensive bot network I've ever made. We're going to need transport belt. Can't use productivity 3s in this guy, unfortunately. Got the speed production bonus, though. Getting quite a few of them filled in. Okay, let's clear that out, because it had some stuff in there that wasn't supposed to be in there. It's kind of annoying that you can't use productivity modules and everything, but... let's go ahead and copy you there. Can't put productivity modules in there either. And this guy's going to need a lot, so let's do it like this. We're going to do another thing here where it's going to be smart inserters, like lots of inputs, because he needs just metric tons. So we're going to have these 3 request red. We're going to have you request the green. We're going to have you request the blue. Okay, and we still need beacons on the other side, otherwise these aren't going to run at the right speed. Ratio's going to be all off. $328,000 iron, okay. Iron's going to be a problem. Hey, all of our power's gone. Alright, well that's cool. Robots take a lot of power, man. It's gorgeous, I gotta say. I really think that my factory is looking pretty good. A lot of people have asked for the save file when I wrap this campaign up, and I will most definitely make that available. We have a little bit of iron on belts too, so that's useful. But we need to head down. Now that we have that ghost timer thing, the blueprints should last like an hour. So hopefully I will be able to expand power pretty easily here. These things should be auto-deconstructing as they stop being useful, so we'll probably get rid of some of these guys that have no effect sources. Or no, they're not modifying anything. Yep, you can definitely tell that it is working because these guys are on the very edge. Alright, we'll get rid of a few of those, helps out, I suppose. Alright, we should have a fair few of things down here in this network. Right now we have 27,000 solar panels. Clearly not enough. Built right over this copper deposit because it doesn't matter too much. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing lined up the right way before we start popping it down, like that. Objects are missing their materials for construction. That doesn't make any sense. What are we talking about? We've got 2,400 of these, 2,400 of these. We got plenty of this stuff. We need more roboports. Why are there only 5 roboports in this network? I expand by more than 5 all the time. I expand by like 20, 30 at a time. Such a long walk. God. Solar certainly does take a lot of space. Alright, we're looking for the restriction on roboports. I just want to make sure that we have more of these. Yeah, like, just put a crap ton of them in there. I know there's more in this chest, but more. I want more. Robots should be coming and eventually picking up this iron. That's right, we're mining iron down there somewhere. There's an iron deposit. Okay, so logistics system. We are down to 364,000 iron ore, which is going to cause issues in the very near future. Having that thing open certainly causes a lot of lag. But again, the ghost blueprints should be lasting a lot longer now. So I should be able to specify quite a bit of production, and they should just take care of it. It's 2,000 wood. Now, there were some logistics robots in this system. 0 out of 100 are available. I'm assuming that the 100 that are in the system are coming to take my wood, which is exactly why I put some in this system. So that when I come down here and I work on this stuff, they can stop being lazy. Help out a little bit. I'm only using about 1,000 of the actual robots that are down here, maybe 1,500. I feel like they could do more work. Lazy little bastards. And as expected, too much wood. Probably shouldn't cover up this iron. Part of the reason why we're running so slow is that almost all these roboports are uncharged. So, lots of work that needs to get done with that. Let's clean those up. So let's zoom in and take a closer look at these ghost blueprints. doesn't tell you how much time is remaining, which is kind of silly, but you can tell by how many purple bars there are. And notice how they're all completely full. And I bet even if we go all the way up to the top, we should still see the initial ones that I put down have tons and tons of time left, like an hour. So whenever they can get built, they'll just eventually get built, is the goal. Which makes a lot of sense to me. Like, why should the robots be like, oh, you know that job that you told me to do 5 minutes ago? Well, too bad. I'm not going to do it. You can't make me. Look at that. 3,400 is all that's available. We're actually using 5,000 robots down here. That's pretty cool. There's 4,200 and some of these robots waiting to charge right now. Makes sense. I mean, there's roboports spread all over the place. And it is true that a lot of the robo networks are having issues with power supply as well. But, I mean, I feel like for the most part, it's still built properly. They just take a long time. It's a huge freaking grid. It's massive. It's bigger than the entire factory combined. So, there's really no surprise that it takes them a while to get down there. All they're doing is they live in the roboports and they fly to the place where we make the storage stuff. I could try to forward the distance that we store them, so that at the very least when I'm not building, they can try to get them closer to where we will start building. This iron deposit's drying up. There they go, deconstructing stuff. That's awesome. I love that. What are we going to do about this nonsense? This little string up here can cause some issues. I don't have any landfill on me. Able to make a little bit. That could be enough. Aha! Doesn't solve this problem though. I suppose we could do this. Just move you up by 1. Damn, we're still missing it by a slot. Crap. Well, at the very least we can get some of that mined. Okay, so that'll help out with a little itty bitty tiny bit of iron. I could try to throw some productivity modules in here to, you know, maximize this location. We do have robots. What are they putting in there anyway? Yeah, I already have that programmed. Good. Alright, well, let's give it a go. Why isn't it letting me see? Oh, okay. I had F1 off. There you go. I was like, why can't I see them? That's clearly the reason why. So they run a lot slower now. You know what? Maybe it would make sense to beacon mine now. You give it a try. If we're going to do that, though, we should do it on a new location. So we could go find some iron. There's a huge iron deposit right next to that one. Let's go up there. So that means we probably don't need Farl. I probably actually already have enough resources on me to do this. So I think we'll go work on that. Wow, it's hard to believe it's already been a half hour. Time flies when you're playing Factorio, I'll tell you. It's a very evasive rock. I was like shooting a tree, so... Yeah, so basically my goal, just to kind of like get it out there, I want to just keep on working on this factory here and there. It's not going to be a huge, like... I don't want this campaign to go on for too much longer, because I feel like we've already kind of accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. But at the same time, I do want to launch some rockets and stuff first. I just love how that cleans up that location there for you. All right, let's find the blueprint for mining. Got something like this we could start with. But actually, I think I'm going to try to build a new one. Let's do this. Let's say we go... as many as we can. The whole goal would be to have as many beacons on it as possible, right? So... if we just did rows of 1, actually, and then we did beacons, like we've done before. Doesn't really do much good if you don't have the speed, or the productivity modules, though. So the only drawback to this, then, would be that we would need to move it occasionally. Right? Because if I put another row of these, it would end up being here. So it would end up being something where, okay, we've got coverage from here to here, and then from here to here. That leaves how many in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the exact width. Yeah, so we could mine the field in 2 goes, right? 1 go gets all this, then you shift it over by 5 units, and you get the rest of it. And then that way we could do it with beacons. Then these things would just run like this. This is also assuming, and this is a big assumption, that assuming that the transport belt can handle speed beacon productivity-ified mining. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. We'll get this thing started up in the next one. See you soon.